Hey guys, and I have another video for you, and here I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the announced Legend of Zelda movie, as well as rumored Donkey Kong movie, because obviously Nintendo and Illumination are not going to stop. Now they're, after the success of Super Mario movie, they are going to be releasing a lot more movies based on their Nintendo franchises. And my thoughts on that are kind of mixed. Like as I already said in my other videos, I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. Like, this is the series that's very nostalgic to me, and yeah, that's one of my favorite, and Donkey Kong Country Trilogy are some of my favorite video games of all time. And I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan as well. And I'm still playing through Tears of the Kingdom, and for now I'm still playing through this awesome, massive game, but when I finally finish it, which I don't know when it will be, but when I do finally finish it, I'll totally get the review out for you guys. But for now, I'm still like in the middle of playing it. But my thoughts on those is a little different. On the Donkey Kong movie, I think it should be kind of like almost fan service movie. Kind of like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yep. Because honestly, like Mario, Donkey Kong doesn't have very much of a story. It's mostly like gameplay first, while the story is like almost to non-existent. Like, first game is just Donkey Kong saving his bananas from King K. Rool, and then the sequel is like Diddy Kong saving Donkey Kong from Captain K. Rool. So yeah, like Donkey Kong games don't have much of the story, and I think that, and I hope the Donkey Kong movie will very much take the Mario approach, which will just mostly be fan service. But that said, the Zelda movie is a very, very different story. Because the Zelda video games actually have pretty deep story actually. Yeah, like Ocarina of Time, for example, is very much a standard like fantasy, epic fantasy story, although it's, because Nintendo it's more lighthearted, and then Tears of the Kingdom has a story. Yeah, like, although the timeline is very confusing, see the AVGN video, Angry Video Game Nerd video for that. Although the timeline is very confusing, no one can deny that Legend of Zelda video games have very deep stories. So when it comes to the Legend of Zelda movie, I really hope they will do an approach of story first and fan service second. Because the Legend of Zelda games, many of them, as I already said, have great stories. And honestly, I even hope maybe they don't even like do an adaptation of Ocarina of Time or anything, but instead they just simply like write an entirely new story. Considering like the quantity of Zelda games, and almost every game having an entirely different story that vaguely references a timeline. Like, I don't see why can't they do the same approach with the movie? Maybe they can just like write an entirely new story, still with Link and Zelda, of course, and Ganondorf as the main villain, of course, but still a new story full of awesome Zelda lore, and yeah, that would, I think, be the best approach for the Zelda movie. Instead of being a pure fan service, Zelda movie decidedly should be story first. And it should be, of course, an epic fantasy story that Zelda games are. And maybe they don't even need to use the computer-generated animation they use for Mario. Maybe they can get creative and use like watercolor animation, kind of like they're using for the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Who knows? Either way, because of the Mario movie, I hope Illumination does a good job. But as I said, I think the Donkey Kong movie should be fan service, but the Zelda movie should decidedly be very much story first. So here are my thoughts on the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie and the rumored Donkey Kong movie. And talk to you soon, bye!